So market clearly cheering what looks like a better than expected quarter. Okay, there goes the bell, and the first rate remains above 0.5%. 71 up on the Nifty, 11,969. We're just closing on 12,000, and the Sensex is inching closer to 41,000. It's 40,800, so 270 up on the Sensex, up about 0.7%. Actually, it's all now 0.2% higher. Nifty Bank up over 200. That is almost 0.9% higher. 24,500 is conquered. That was the earlier resistance level. So keep that on your radar, all of you. Nifty approaching the earlier resistance level. It's still short of 12,000. And the Nifty Bank has crossed the traditional, the earlier resistance level of 24,500. So let's see if this time it's a decisive crossover. BPCL continues to gain. It's still about 3.3% higher, not 4%. Now coming down to 2%, but it's still the leader in the pack. Tata Motors, IndusInd, HDFC Bank. Actually, I think HDFC Bank is having a positive rub-off on other banks as well, notably IndusInd Bank. Then there's M&M, IOC, the HCL Tech, Asian Paints, Hero Moto, HUL. All of them up about 0.923% higher. I'm telling you all these names because they're of a diverse group of stocks. Banks are dominating because now Kotak has also joined the top 10 league in the Nifty. So you have HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank and IndusInd Bank, and that explains why the Nifty Bank is up 1%, even if the Nifty is up 0.75%. Okay, now Axis Bank is also racing up. Reliance it's about 0.8 higher. And then there are others like ONGC, other heavyweights also rushing up into the top 10 league. It's 47 actually out of 50 in the green. So it's a very, very green start, with only Nestle, Bajaj Finance and SBI Life dithering, but it's a very, very small shade of red even on these stocks. Mid-caps are joining the party.
Extremely strong start for the mid-cap index, up 0.5%. The market breadth is very strong, 5:1 in favor of the advances now. All your oil marketing companies are doing very well. BPCL, HPCL are both up about 2 to 3%. Hindustan Zinc is up about 2.5%. BPCL, of course, we were mentioning the reason why that overhang is now out of the way. Motherson Sumi, by the way, is up almost about 2% now. So there is that acquisition that Motherson Sumi has made up 2% there. Balkrishna Industries was a standout brokerage report, so up about 1.5% over there. By the way, a lot of paint companies are hitting fresh highs. Asian Paints is at a fresh high, and the market cap of Asian Paints has now exceeded 2 lakh crores. So phenomenal move there. It has Berger Paints for company. Berger Paints is also at a fresh high this morning. JSW Steel is at a fresh high. So lots of stocks doing well. L&T Infotech had good numbers, so that one is moving up. A lot of NBFCs like Shriram Transport, etc. are up in the green. Cement continues to move up. Dalmia Bharat is up about 1% or so. You have Amber Enterprises, that has been a stock gaining ground, so that one moves up further. Ahead of earnings, a lot of these auto stocks are doing well. So whether it's Escorts, Bharat Forge, all trading in the green right now. And now the index is picking up some more pace. So we're just shy of the 12,000 mark on the Nifty. On the downside, Vodafone Idea is a tad bit in the red. Cipla is flat, but that's about it. It is really a very, very strong opening. A lot of these, stocks like FACT are up almost 13-14%. Tata Tele is up 19%, but that's a 4 rupee stock. Something like a CG Power, Built, Just Dial continues to move up. Been one of the strongest stocks this month, up 65%. So good opening for the market. Anuj, how would you read into it? Does this look like, there could be a trending move on the upside today?
It's a breakaway gap, and especially on the Bank Nifty, Sonia, once again. So, this is a market in which, you have to hold, because, if you chase a gap up, the market can every time throw you off. But if you had kept your position from yesterday, you would have, this morning made a lot of money. So that's the conviction that
perspective. Hemang, thanks a lot for stopping by. In fact, with that, we will move towards the closing of the market. Well, the headline of the day definitely has to be the fact that the Nifty is finding some resistance upwards of the 12,000 mark, but interestingly also finding a very, very strong support at the lower levels, 11,800. So the range that the street is working with is 11,800 to 12,000 on the Nifty. And that's exactly what played out. After some underperformance during the afternoon in the markets, we saw a big recovery from the dips. And that was led by the Nifty Bank, which was the sector, or which was the index of the day, gaining almost 350 odd points at close. And through the day, it's seen volatility of close to around 400 odd points. The top gainers on the Nifty, we had Power Grid, which actually topped that list with a gain of 4.5 odd percent. Bharti Airtel came back on the gainers list after a very long time. Ultratech Cements, of course, gained after a blowout performance, and following that, we had good gains coming on Grasim as well as a whole host of other stocks. We had Hindalco, Tata Steel, the metals pack generally doing well. What did not do too well were the defensives, FMCG as well as IT. So TCS ended at the low point of trade ahead of numbers on Friday. Nestle also ended lower by about 1.5%. We had Britannia falling for the second consecutive day, and Reliance, of course, did not participate, and we did see some drag coming in from there as well. From the broader markets, we saw the real estate stocks. They were the toast of the day, so big gains coming in, the likes of Sobha as well as Godrej Properties and Indiabulls Real Estate. And alongside that, we also had stocks like DLF, Vedanta and Container Corp doing well. On the stocks that lost, it was the mid-cap IT pack, Just Dial as well as Mindtree. So that was the story of the day. But before that, what we do is, how would you track the consumer play in the post-COVID world? Nikhil Vora of 6th Sense Ventures tells us just that in our special show Investment Guide next up. Stay tuned for that.